What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the podcast. If you're listening on audio, Spotify, Apple Music, and the likes. It is June. It's June 2nd, 2021 at 8:43 a.m. And I felt compelled and called to make a video today about body awareness. Now, I talk a lot about mental health, mindfulness, meditation, consciousness, and spirituality, which is a lot of mind and soul work. But today I want to focus on the body. We all have a body. It's the only body we have. And if we only had this body for the rest of our lives, you would think we would take care of it, right? If you have a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, you don't want to put shitty gas, cheap gas in it. So what can we do to make sure that our body is going to run as efficiently as possible for as long as possible? Now, full disclosure, I am not an athlete. I am not training for the Olympics. Yes, I've done an Ironman, but my goal and my purpose of this video is to help you feel better in your body, okay? We want to feel good. As humans, we have a lot of pains. We have a lot of aches. And over time, we're only going to have more pains and more aches. But what's really important to make sure that you can live as good as possible inside your body is to be aware of your aches and pains and to help prevent your aches and pains, but always constantly be healing your aches and pains. Now, I do have a lot of aches and pains. I actually have severe hemorrhoids. I don't know if you know what hemorrhoids are, but there's these swollen veins on your anus and they hurt a lot. And it's something that I've been dealing with for a while, and eating a healthier diet has helped, but I still can't figure out the root of that issue. Been to the doctor, and it's just kind of something that you live with. Not everyone has it, but that's not the purpose of this video. I don't want to talk about pooping and I don't want to talk about my asshole. What I want to talk about today is some other aches and pains, whether it's muscle or joint pain. And I, right now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I have really bad pain in my hip and my abs and my lower back. And I thought all these pains were mutually exclusive, meaning they weren't related at all. And I thought I had to see 3 doctors for 3 different reasons. But I did a little bit of research and I watched a few YouTube videos, and I think I'm getting closer to figuring out what the problem is. So later in the video, I'm going to show you guys how I am combating these pains. But before we get to that segment, I wanted to talk a lot about body awareness. How aware are you of your aches and pains? We have pains, we have aches, but are you asking yourself the fundamental question of, where did this pain come from? Why do I have this ache in my arm, in my wrist, in my leg, in my hip, in my neck, in my shoulders? And asking yourself those questions is very, very important. Most of us live and go through life very unconsciously, not questioning how we feel, not asking ourselves of our energy levels, not witnessing our digestive system at work. And the more mindful we become, the more we start to realize what's actually going on inside our mind, inside our body, and inside our soul. But for the purposes of this video, I wanted to make sure that you become more conscious of your body, okay? I want you to make a list of all your aches and pains, and I want you to prioritize that list from what hurts the most to what hurts the least. And then work top to bottom, ask yourself the questions, where did this pain come from? How can I constantly heal this pain? Is there an underlying root issue why this pain is not getting better? Because these are the facts, guys. There's a lot of illnesses, there's a lot of diseases that are not curable, okay? For example, HIV and, cancer, we don't have the cure for cancer, right? There's not an antibiotic or a magic pill that we can take to cure cancer. Have people cured their cancer through chemotherapy and like holistic type stuff? Absolutely, right? But there's no cure for cancer, okay? There might not be a cure for your shoulder, neck, pain, knee, Achilles, ankle, foot issue. But we can treat and we can heal. And my philosophy on the body is that we're constantly healing. We're constantly healing. What can you do to feel better? What can you do to make your pain a little less severe? And if you're consistently getting better at that, over time, you're going to be happier and you're going to live a better life. So I'm going to show you guys how I am dealing with my pain issues right now. And I hope this video helped you become a little more aware of your body. Ask those questions, check in with yourself, and remember, this is the only body you have. So treat it well. As much as we should be aware of the invisible things in our body, some of the things we're aware of because they're just super visible, and I'm pretty sure I got bit by a spider. So I have massive spider bites on my leg right here. Pretty easy to be aware of that, right? Oh. So this is the thing, guys. Like, we all have aches and pains. But how aware are you of the aches and pains? Do you know where the issue stems from? Is it the way you're sitting? Maybe you're lifting weights incorrectly. But today I want to discuss body awareness. It's very important for us to understand and be conscious of our aches and pains. As humans, we get broken down, whether it's too much physical exercise, not enough physical exercise. And I felt like this video was appropriate because post Ironman, I just completed an Ironman 2 weeks ago. For the next couple weeks, I'm not going to be doing any physical exercise, which is going to be very hard for me. I'm someone who likes being active. I really, really enjoy swimming and biking and running and lifting weights. I like looking good with my shirt off. You know, that's not a secret. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing this morning. So one of the pains that I've been experiencing is in my hip right here. Now, if it wasn't for my awareness of my body, I'd be going to a doctor, I would be getting x-rays, and I'd be going through this whole mockery and debacle of trying to figure out what's going on. But I decided to take the time to learn about the anatomy of my body, right? So I asked myself a lot of questions like, what muscle is it? Is it a joint? Could it be a bone that's scraping? Like, where's this issue stemming from? Now, I've been practicing this for a while, and it takes time to learn about your body awareness because for me, it started with diet. And it was like, all right, how do I feel after I eat Chipotle, right? How do I feel after I fast for 18 hours? Do I burp a lot? After I eat cookies, do I burp a lot? Do I fart a lot? Like, asking yourself these questions and being aware of these things with your diet and your digestive system and your energy levels and your brain clarity and your quality of sleep. There's a plethora of reasons and issues and solutions to everything you eat and everything you do, right? But you have to ask yourself these questions. Okay, so my body awareness, even though I think it's really good, it's probably better than most. I'm still trying to get deeper. I'm still trying to learn more. I'm still going out of my way and staying as intentional and proactive as possible to learn more about how I feel, because at the end of the day, we just want to feel good inside our body. We want to feel good inside our mind, okay? And the mind-body connection is very important, but today I'm going to focus on the body, okay? None of this has to do with meditation, mindfulness, nothing. This is just physical body, okay? So the anatomy of my body. I was like, yo, I'm having a very deep pain in my hip, okay? Now, when we say hip, this is my hip, right? I'm not talking about the bone. I'm talking about the hip area right here, okay? I have a lot of pain in my hip. I don't know if it's, here, not really sure. But I kept asking myself, do I think it's a vertical problem in a muscle, or do I think it's a horizontal problem? So I've been asking myself that question a lot, and I came to the conclusion, now I could be right, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's a vertical issue for a number of reasons. First reason, I feel like it's moving up and down. I just have that gut feeling, and I trust my instincts, and we should all trust our instincts. And that's just kind of where my gut's telling me this problem is stemming from. Also, it hurts a lot when I move like this, not when I move like this, okay? And I can feel the length of the pain. So I started to realize I kind of had lower back issues too. And I also have some abdominal issues. Now, I thought all of these issues were mutually exclusive and not related. Well, come to the conclusion, matter of fact, I was on YouTube and I typed in lower back pain. And I looked at a picture of a psoas muscle, which I'm going to put right here. Picture of a psoas muscle. So as you can see, the psoas muscle runs vertically up your hip. And it's also attached to your lower back and runs through your abdominal, right? So clearly this is the issue. It's a psoas issue. Maybe I'm too tight in my psoas, okay? Now, for me, I'm not an athlete, okay? I don't get paid $40 million to dribble a basketball. And I'm not a D1 athlete hoping to get drafted to the major leagues. I'm someone who just wants to feel good in my body. And I'm sure 99% of the people that are watching this can attest to the fact that they just want to feel good in theirs. And I am taking the next 2 to 3 weeks, potentially a full month, no working out. I'm going to do a little bit of exercise just to keep my cardiovascular system going, maybe some light jogs, maybe a couple rides on the bike in my living room. But I'm dealing with a fractured wrist right now. I have severe pain right now in my hip and my lower back and my abdominal. And I just feel like going into the summer, I have another Ironman in November. This is a really good time for me to just relax, let my body just heal, okay? So, now I'm going to introduce you to the psoas. This is not a paid ad. I'm not linking the psoas. I paid full price for this. This was not free. I bought this because it was recommended to me by actually someone who runs marathons, Felipe. Felipe, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the recommendation on the psoas. I have not been using this at all until today when I realized that I have these psoas issues. My psoas is tight, it's inflamed, not really sure exactly what's going on here, but the psoas is going to help. So, let me show you what the psoas does. So the psoas actually, okay, I'm going to use it in 2 ways. Actually, that kind of hurt right there. It's going to push on my psoas muscle that's running vertically down my hip and kind of like my ab groin area, okay? I'm also going to use it on my back, like this. So I'm going to start with the back. Now, you gotta get used to it, because honestly, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Let me fix the camera. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But if you look up the psoas, there are hundreds of athletes, physical therapists, and doctors that swear by this thing. Now, this thing's expensive. This thing was like, I think it was like $75, $80. Oh, but man, does that feel good. Oh, fuck, God. And it's important to breathe into it. Ah. Oh. Already feels better. Oh. 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 So I'm going to be doing the psoas every day for, oh my God, that already feels so much better. I'm going to be doing the psoas every day for, at least the next couple weeks. I have a lot of conviction. I have a lot of faith that this is going to help with my issues. And if not, I'll probably go see a doctor eventually. But you guys, I really wanted to make this video just to help you be more conscious, about your body. I know I talk a lot about meditation and mindfulness and consciousness and spirituality, but it's important to feel good inside our body too, okay? If you guys have any questions about anything related to this video, let me know. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, visit my website. Happy to connect with all you guys, and thanks so much for watching.